Hello, I'm Virginia, and today, with your precious support, I would like to make some reflections about ourselves. Overwhelmed by the third millennium, in a rushing world mastered by the laws of social and ethical balance, I invite you to meditate on the wise words of the French writer Victor Hugo. We should do like trees, change our leaves, but keep our roots intact. This metaphor between man and trees shares some precious coordinates onto the roadmap for a journey into our personal evolution, made of identity, growth, adaptation, and resilience. It reminds us that while the tree's leaves are at the mercy of chaos, susceptible to seasonal changes, its roots stay firmly anchored to the ground, providing strength and stability, warranty for a safe journey. Compared to the tree's attitude, our behavior looks more similar to some fluctuating leaves, swept away by the autumn wind. We float in an accelerated time, confused and lacking certainty, getting quickly used to everything, without breathing, without reflecting, without remembering, with no definite direction. While humans seem to be unrooted, nature shows deep memory, powerful roots, and consciousness of the world surrounding her. Consistent and shifting, it offers a master class on the power of coexistence, perseverance, and resilience. Um, do, you, do you remember your childhood or birthplace, your grandparents' house, or your first school playground? Certainly, one of these heart places is spontaneously linked in your mind to a green garden, a lawn, a forest, a tree. Trees have an incomparable inborn talent, awakening our sense of belonging. In my personal memories, for example, the tree is the majestic and sculptural olive tree, typical of my birth region, Apulia, in southern Italy, land of millennial olive trees. This green ancestor frames my mind with its severe and mighty image, which embodies the concepts of growth and strength, community and adaptation, tenacity and patience. Don't you believe that olive trees are fascinating due to their fatherly shape? Behind their sturdy trunks, forged by time, they hide a meaningful and timeless story shared with humanity. Worldwide known as eternal source of life and renewal, their intertwined foliage was supposedly chosen in 1947, embracing planet Earth, to be represented in the United Nations emblem as auspice of the long-lasting peace, sorely achieved at the end of the Second World War. It's heartening how these unwary warriors survived over 8,000 years, fighting against droughts, colds, winds, extreme circumstances, and catastrophic wars. Their defiant resilience turned them into one of the oldest botanical specimens in the world, spreading in the Mediterranean basin from the 12th millennium BC, 3 centuries before the fall of Troy. Referring to Greek mythology, goddess Athena struck a spear into the earth, which turned into an olive tree, satisfying men's need for nourishment. It was the most precious gift a deity could give to humanity. As link of a durable chain through its mild strength, the olive tree has also gathered together the three monotheistic religions. In Catholicism, the tree's leaves surrounding the image of Christ are a symbol of peace. In Judaism, the oil produced by the tree is representative of the Hanukkah miracle, and in Islam, the light of an oil lamp is so important to be cited in some Quranic surah. It's inspiring how, since 6 millennia, the olive tree gave its contribution to strengthen the relationship between people and lands facing the Mediterranean basin. If we only tried to embrace their wisdom, we could peacefully coexist with one another. As stated by the 1st century Roman agronomist Columella, the olive tree is the ancestor of our civilization, with the incomparable power of unifying the Mediterranean countries around it. This natural behavior of merging together different cultures is emphasized by the words of the poet J.P. Sonnet, who focuses on the point of view of an olive tree growing up at the entrance of the old city of Jerusalem. The poem says, "Olive trees unify the countries as one land. They give them a common culture. Beyond the divisions of borders and conflicts, the olive trees are at peace, while the nations they surround are divided. Poland, everything is Poland in Israel on April days. Poland, everything is Poland on the same days in Palestine. It's a swarm on the hills, the wall, the barbed wire, the iron dome. Nothing can stop the olive tree's dust. Here and there, the olive trees are fertilized." My intention today isn't debating about political or religious affairs, or providing encyclopedic or botanical data. I'm simply suggesting to grasp their way of being in the world, their attitude of composing space and time, their broad perspective over the world. By sharing their frame of mind, we could absorb another life lesson regarding the true meaning of coexistence, interdependence, and cooperation. Trees like us grow up in community, but unlike men, they're more proactive, never acting in damage of another individual, well conscious that the goal of any living being is survival. Along the way of evolution, they understood that collaboration is more effective than competition. So they started building a complex ecosystem which benefits all of its diverse members. Recognizing the importance of thriving in peaceful communities and relying on one another for nourishment, support, and protection. Our brave pioneers, through their journey of transformation through different ages and seasons, provided us a factual hint in achieving maturity, refining a resilient strategy to endure harsh conditions. So we should follow their same path, developing all the necessary skills to handle unforeseen troubles, just as they normally face seasonal changes, bearing cold, droughts, diseases, and other extreme circumstances. Olive trees, experience on their own skin the real meaning of being resilient, which in nature is the ability to re-establish a condition of equilibrium and readapt after a shock, a damage, a loss. As humans, we share with trees the same issue of overcoming harmful events. So, since we suffer the same vulnerability, we should definitely adopt the olive tree's same resilience tips, becoming more flexible, facing changes, staying grounded, and cultivating the same inner strength needed to thrive through adversities and setbacks. Trees share with us a valuable guidance to navigate through life's challenges. And in a world where change is the only constant, we should definitely follow their same path, since resilience is becoming a pivotal survival trait. Concluding, relying on solid roots, we will finally find clarity amidst confusion, steadfastness amidst uncertainty, and growth amidst defiances. The core of the challenge for our future progress and civilization will be keeping our roots unshaken, to stay grounded, no matter how strong the wind blows or changes. Dedicated to a Napoleon olive tree. From you, I learned how to last, persevere, and stay. You taught me to persist when I was feeling pain, not breaking under weights which pull out all your veins. It's fall now, so you show me to lose, keeping my smile. Can see you outside there, so naked and fragile. You'll bloom and then renew as summer turns to shine. From you I still must learn a lesson for my life, how to tolerate winter when all will seem to die. Thank you.